There's a famous scene in the ultra-high-rated Western series Yellowstone. Cluckadee was blindfolded by a guest and lifted her skirt, but although the guest removed the belt, but only to get another cackle to do a 10-round draw. This outrageous scene took place in the northwestern United States. Montana in 1923 was extremely polarized. A ranch dash on, by the side of the vast pastures of dashing cattle. IMX, on the one hand, there are skyscrapers made of steel and concrete. Whenever there's a conflict between a herder and a rancher, they'll come to the court in town for mediation. Jacob owns Yellowstone Ranch. There's always something in the neighborhood these days, or the shepherd will drive the sheep to his field. This annoyed Jacob to no end. He emphasized again and again that you can't cross the border. The shepherds, led by Banner, won't listen. You've eaten all the grass on your own land. I'll drive the sheep to someone else's meadow. My grass was eaten by locusts. The locusts ate all the grass. Going to higher ground to graze sheep. It's hard on everyone. Everyone's having a hard time getting to higher ground to herd sheep. There's a lot of smoke between Banner and Jacob. But at this point, Jacob doesn't take Banner seriously. Jacob is the head of the Dutton family. He took with him the son, John, and the grandson. He's in charge of the entire Yellowstone Ranch. Grampus, name, or the entire Yellowstone Ranch. Whenever the three of them go out to graze, Jacob's wife, Carla, always waits at the door until dark. Until you see them, Carla's gonna go back to her room and act like she just woke up. She's a feisty and strong woman. Despite a lifetime of inactivity, you can still raise your nephew as your own. Even her grandson Jack's wedding was arranged by Carla. Jack's engaged to another rancher's daughter, Lizzie. Every time the two of them get into an argument, Carla will act as a peacemaker. She loves to see the children's happy faces. It made her feel accomplished. Unfortunately, the smooth days were broken in this year. Shepherd Banner defied Jacob's injunctions, took his men right into the Yellowstone Ranch at night, where their sheep will eat all the grass in the area. The next day, Jacob and the boys went up to the mountains to graze and found out about it. A fierce battle broke out between the two sides. Jacob was furious. If it weren't for the fact that there are so many of them today, Jack will die at the hands of Banner and the others. In order to stop this from happening once and for all, Jacob decided to execute Banner and his cohorts in private. At nightfall, Banner's gang was hanged, but Jacob wouldn't have thought. It's amazing that Banner used his horse to get away. Come on, horsey. It's good. It's good. Banner desperately trying to cut the ropes. But by now, his companion had already gone to the afterlife. It was a moment of mad revenge for Banner. But Jacob didn't know anything about it. He took all of Banner's sheep, sent it to the Indians in the neighborhood. Some sheep for the Indians in the neighborhood. The ANS are in a tough spot, or the Americans have taken over their uplands, and forcing their children to go to church school. Or these children are often abused at school. As long as the nuns don't see eye to eye, or they will be asked questions on purpose. And that's when Witchbeat answered correctly. You're gonna get beat up too. Extraction from ash. Extract what? Alkaline. How to get alkali. How to get. All Tina could do was hold back. But the nuns are getting worse. I hit her harder on the back of her hand. Finally, Tina couldn't take it anymore. She fought back and beat the nuns to the ground. The students around us were so happy to see it. But the consequence of this was that Tina was. Bring it to the priest for punishment. Or the priest appears to be just. Or the truth is, he's in bed with the nuns. He gave the nuns 2 strokes. Turn around and give Tina 10 slaps. It's all in the ass. It's like giving the nuns another chance to abuse Tina. Because at night the nuns watch all the children take their baths. How do you wash it? How long does it take to wash? Where to wash? It's all up to the nuns. Untie the towel.